In my research, the first approach I adopted was to provide a group of dogs with essentially a buffet of different foods to choose from. These were referred to as either being high protein, high carbohydrate or high fat. Over a 10-day period, the dogs could eat as much as they want from each diet, based on which I was able to calculate the targeted protein, fat and carbohydrate intake. I found that initially the dogs ate a very large amount of dietary fat, with this intake slowly decreasing over the duration of the study. In contrast, protein consumption increased, with carbohydrate intake remaining low throughout the experiment. At the end of the study, I was able to determine that the dogs on average received approximately 2/3 of their energy intake from fat and 1/3 from protein. Next, I decided to investigate if a preference occurred when a group of dogs were offered 2 high carbohydrate diets at the same time with the same amount of protein, fat and carbohydrate intake, but with a different source of carbohydrate. After this, I did the same study again, but this time with 2 high protein diets. The results showed that no significant dietary preference occurred with the dogs. Interpreting this highlights that regardless of ingredients used in the diet, the ratio of macronutrients is the crucial factor in regards to palatability. The final study I conducted examined protein, fat, carbohydrate that dogs are selected once again. However, this time it was over a 28-day period. This was completed using the same approach as the initial 10-day study, in which variations in fat and protein occurred. By conducting the same study but this time for longer, would therefore facilitate an understanding if macronutrient self-selection actually does stabilise. The findings were that, with the exception of the first day when the dogs consumed a high fat content, the macronutrient intake was the same as that witnessed in the first study, namely that the dogs consumed approximately 2/3 of their energy from fat and 1/3 from protein, with a very small, insignificant amount of carbohydrate.
Dear Dog Life,
הרפואה הגדולה מכולן היא ללמד אנשים איך לא להזדקק לה. וזה היה דוקטור מרק רוברטס, PhD, מדען בתזונה עתירת שומן לכלבים. מעוניינים בעוד מחקרים ואנשי מדע להבנת בריאות מטבולית בכלבים? כנסו לקבוצת הפייסבוק שלנו,